Bentley Continental GTC speed. Sanding spots from the factory, so yeah. So guys, we just received this absolutely amazing looking Bentley Continental GTC speed in silver and with a dark blue interior with white stitching and white elements. Absolutely amazing spec. We're gonna protect the paint, we're gonna put a ceramic coating on it, and I'm gonna take you on that journey, how we're gonna do that. So guys, now it is time to polish the complete paint. The paint has a few factory mistakes in it, some sanding spots from the factory, some dull places. It happens quite often in a factory, and they try to perfect the paint. They make it actually worse, and we are going to fix that and make it absolutely perfect. And after that, we're going to put a coating on it. So let's start. There's quite some work, and obviously it's a new car, but again, most new cars need at least 1 day of polishing. Difference completely from brand and also where they are built and how far they came to you, how much work we have to put in a car, in a brand new car, because it is actually basically new. And actually every new car should be polished if you want absolute perfection. That's basically it. And we're going to start now. So I'm going to take you on a journey and we're going to start polishing. So the Bentley is just completely paint corrected, it's completely polished and ready for coating, although not completely ready, because we're going to first completely degrease the paint with an alcohol. So we use 99.9% pure alcohol to degrease the paint, because the coating has to stick to the paint, and that's only possible if the paint is super duper clean, so all the polish residue has to come out. This is a very, very important step, which we cannot skip. We actually also do the car 2 times, so we are absolutely sure that the paint is absolutely super clean before we're going to put the coating on it. The coating is actually the easiest part of the complete job. Most important is prepping. So the guy who asks more money, usually, I don't want to say is always the case, but usually they spend just more time prepping the paint, making it as perfect as possible. And the prices range between 600 to 3,500. If it is a used car, you need to spend a lot more time on polishing. When you buy a new car, it is the time to do it, because later on it will be always much more expensive. If you have more questions to it, let me know in the comments or send me an email. when people come in, they quite often ask for a coating. However, a coating is actually a very, very big word and can mean many, many things. There are many different coatings out in the industry, and every brand has an own name for the same thing. And I can imagine for somebody who is not really deep into it, that's quite confusing. And what I normally explain to them is that there are basically two types of coatings. And one type is a hard coating that gets really, really hard. As a ceramic coating or a glass coating, because when we leave this for a day and don't buff it out, it will be super hard and will not be able to buff it out anymore. So it gets really hard and it actually also bonds to the paint. It will be part of it basically. It really adheres and bonds to the paint, and that's a hard coating. A soft coating though is actually wax or a sealant, and a sealant is basically a wax but then synthetic. And those two are on top of the paint, so they are soft, so you with a degreaser you can just wipe them off. With a ceramic coating though you can't. So soft coatings are on top of the paint, they don't get hard, and you can remove them with the degreaser, and hard coatings really get hard and really adheres to the paint and bond to the paint. So actually these are the two coatings that really exist, and there are actually many in-betweens and many names for the same thing. So if you want a coating, really ask what you really get, and even then a lot of salespeople that sell you some beautiful story and you still get so yeah. So what this will do is dry the coating even faster, and also the coating will get much harder when we do this. So the ceramic coating will protect the paint, for example for bird poops, but also for flies. The bonnet from a V12 will get very, very hot, and when you get flies on the bonnet or whatever insects, they will burn into the paint very, very quickly. It will also be much easier to clean because it's water repellent and dirt repellent, so it will not get dirty as quickly, and if it is dirty it will be much, much easier to clean. Protected, it is more glossy and also easier to clean. There are many people involved in getting your car at the dealership, and all those people sat in your car, they touched your steering wheel, they touched all the buttons and things, and they maybe look clean, but they are not really clean. So we're gonna make it absolutely fresh so that you can start as a real new car and you have an absolutely fresh new beginning. And that is something many people don't know. They expect a car that's really new, but first of all, the paint has a lot of issues and the interior is not as clean as you may think. So we're gonna fix those too and make it absolutely spotless.